Hey y'all, I'm Tess, the media representative for Clay County Historical and Arts Council. Thanks for tuning in again to today's Artist Spotlight. Today we're with John LaChance at Acorn Woodworks. John, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for having me, Tess. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Just to get a little background about you. You and your wife and family live here in Murphy.
We do. We moved here 10 years ago, but we've been a member of the community for about 19 years. We were part-time residents from 2003 to 2012. And we loved it so much, we decided to sell our place in Florida and make it a permanent.
That's funny. There's a lot of people that come from Florida to here. It's just a beautiful medium between the north cold and the south heat. So I love it here also. When did you start the Acorn Woodworks?
So I retired from my day job in 2020 and had planned on starting Acorn in July of 2020, but then COVID showed up.
Right.
Kind of killed all the arts and crafts festivals for that year. So our first full year was 2021. So we've been at it now for 2 full years.
Nice.
This will be our 3rd year when we start this April.
That's fantastic. And when did you start doing furniture? Is this something you've been doing your whole life, or?
I have been a woodworker since I was 7.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I started with my dad handing me a hammer and a bag of nails and building a tree house. He was a woodworker, so I kind of grew up in his shop.
That's awesome.
I've been a woodworker for 51 years.
That's fantastic. And so when did you start Acorn Woodworks?
Well, I created the name when I was 28 years old, so 30 years ago.
Wow.
And it was just a hobby at the time, just a hobby shop. Of course, anytime I made something for someone as a gift, I would always say, with love from Acorn. And that became my trade name. We incorporated in 2018, anticipating retirement and starting this business.
Sure. That's fantastic. Since you are retired and you're making all this furniture, I understand that you give the profits to charity.
We do. That was our mission. Our mission is passion with purpose. And the passion part is my woodworking. I love being in the shop. It's my favorite place to be. And the purpose is just giving back. We've been so blessed in life.
I love that.
Yeah, so we're very fortunate and very blessed and feel like it was just the right thing to do. So we've now had 2 full years. In North Carolina, outdoor furniture is a very seasonal business. Nobody buys outdoor furniture when it's 20 degrees outside.
Sure. Right.
So our season is April to October. That's where we sell almost 100% of our furniture. And in the last 2 years, we've donated $50,000 to local charities.
That's amazing.
So it's been a blast.
Well, you guys are fantastic to do this and reach out. I want to touch base on the 6 different charities that you spoke of. The first one is Big Brothers Big Sisters, and is that here locally?
That is the Cherokee County. They cover Cherokee County and Clay County, but they're here in Murphy.
Okay. And the other is Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots, exactly.
And they raise all kinds of presents for children they're needing.
I think they gave presents last year to maybe 1,200 kids in this
Oh my gosh,
area.
that's wonderful. Then there's a domestic violence center called Reach.
Reach is here in Murphy. That's right.
Okay.
And
then Haven, which tends to foster children.
it does a lot of work with just kids in troubled domestic situations. I don't know the details of everything they do, but
I have not heard of them. That's wonderful to know.
They're a resource for kids out there, and big help to the community.
Your local food bank is the Sharing Center of Cherokee County. Is that correct?
which is a couple of days a week right out of the First Baptist Church here in Murphy.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then the last one was the homeless shelter, which is Friendship House.
Yeah, the Friendship House is in downtown Murphy, and they provide a meal and a warm roof over your head for
the homeless.
For homeless, yeah.
That's fantastic. So I'm going to link all of the charities into the website and all of our social media posts that we do, so that we can hopefully generate some more funds for all of these wonderful charities that you already have started. And wonderful. God, that's a lot of donations you've done. I'd like to give you John's website is acornwoodworks.org. If you'd like to email him and you're interested in any of this beautiful furniture you're about to see and what we're also sitting on in there, the email is john@acornwoodworks.org. And again, you can also call him. His phone number is 828-361-9953. So we're going to pause here and we're going to go into his shop and let you see a little bit of John in action. So stay tuned.
All right, now we're down here in John's shop, and he's going to take us around the different stations to show you the process of making this furniture. John, what happens at this station?
So this is our miter station. This is where we're going to take 8-foot raw timbers and break them down into usable sizes that we can mill into other parts later.
Fantastic. Let's see you in action.
Okay, here we go.
Moving on to station 2, this is the bandsaw.
This is the table saw.
Table
this
saw.
is where we're going to take the now 23-inch long pieces of Western red cedar, and we are going to mill them down to 2 5/8, which we will use as slats for the seat and for the back of the chair.
All right, awesome. We're moving on to step 3 with John and his furniture making. What's this station called?
This is our drum sander. This is going to sand the 2 surfaces, the face of the seats and the back.
All right. That sure saves on your sanding in your hands and shoulders. Look at that. How sweet. Nice.
So this is our edge sander. This is where we're going to mill down the edges.
Made easy work of it.
It does it really fast, does a really good job.
Nice. All right, we'll move on to the next step. So now we're on to the router, which is going to put a real pretty edge on it.
Yeah, so this is the router station. I've got a 1/4 inch round over bit in here, and we're just going to take and we're going to mill the profile on all 8 sides. So let's get going.
That just made quick work of that. Pretty.
So this is our balloon sander, and this is where we are going to just kind of smooth out the edge on all 8 sides, and then one last pass on the face just to give it a perfectly smooth surface.
Okay, let's check it out. see the product now.
Yeah, so we just kind of rounded it off, smoothed the ends. Now that's ready for installation.
Nice. Pretty work. All right, we're at the next station. And what are you working on here, John?
So this is the bandsaw station, and this is where the top of the chair has a really nice arched top. So we are going to take this 23-inch board and we're going to cut an arch on it, and that'll become the top.
That's fantastic.
Just like that.
How quick.
At the top of the chair.
That's awesome.
And firewood.
And firewood. All right, so we're at the final stage where John's going to show us some assembly. Can you tell us a little bit about the process here,
Yeah,
John?
Tess, this is the very end of the assembly. I've already assembled the seat back, and now I'm working on the seat. So we just got a few more boards that we're going to put in, and then we will be good to go. And so we're using stainless steel hardware, so it'll never rust, because this is outdoor furniture. And we're using a waterproof glue called Tight Bond 3, which is impervious to the weather. So, as I tell my customers, we glue and we screw, and it's never coming apart. All of our furniture is guaranteed for life. That is my life. So as long as I'm around, it's guaranteed. The wood we're using is Western red cedar, and it is grown in the Pacific Northwest, either Washington State or in British Columbia. And it is ideal for outdoor furniture because bugs hate it and because it's impervious to the weather.
Bugs hate it.
Bugs hate it. Bugs will not dig into this. Termites won't, carpenter ants won't, or carpenter bees won't. Nobody will.
That's good. I didn't realize that.
Think about it. They make roofs out of cedar shingles. Half the cabins in this community are made out of cedar siding. That's all because it does really well outdoors. Somebody came up to me at a Arts and Crafts Festival once and said, all you do is make parts, isn't it? I said, that's exactly what I do. I make parts and I put them all together. This is part number 17.
Voila.
Things in the details, right?
That's right.
So I did not design this seat, or this chair. This is called a nesting camp chair. It was originally, I don't know when it was patented, but it was made in Maine. But it is two parts. That's the back. This is the seat. And the seat slides right in there. And voila.
Oh, wow. So they're not even actually screwed
No,
together.
There's nothing holding it together. And then when you're ready to take it to the beach, you take that off. This is where the nesting part comes in.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So you just carry it off wherever you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
And
that's
you have a
nice.
set here that you've already, this
Yeah.
was the final
We build in
chair.
batches. This is our 4-back set that we work on this week. There you go.
That is so awesome. And then you can, if the customer wanted, they could have whatever kind of stain color or
Yeah,
paint, whatever
we
they
have
want.
8 different colors of stain. I'll show you out in the showroom. We have a template. And yeah, customers just pick what they want, and then we take it into our finishing room and finish it for them.
That's fantastic. Well, let's take a second and go look at your showroom.
Okay.
All right. Here are some of your samples of colors you can choose from of the stains. John, can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so as our customers pick their furniture, they get to pick whatever color is going to match best with their house. So this is our color wheel with 8 different choices: mission brown, burnt hickory, dark walnut, pecan, mahogany, redwood, natural cedar, and light oak.
Pretty. All right, let's look at some of your stuff here. These are these the same nesting chairs?
Yeah,
that you
these
saw?
are the nesting camp chairs that we just built. And to the right is our garden chairs, sometimes referred to as upright Adirondacks because they're not as deep as Adirondack chairs are. Further to the right is our classic Adirondack chairs with the footrest. This was patented in 1905, and second patent was done in 1939.
Which is here behind you.
Yeah, these are the original patent office drawings.
See, can I find it without a glare? Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about these? I see some wine bottles.
Yeah, so we do outdoor furniture primarily, but every time someone's outside, they always want to enjoy the outside. Two of our favorite things in the world is beer and wine, so we started creating a line of products. They're entertainment collection.
Nice.
So different kinds of beer crates and wine carriers and wine serving trays, just to kind of jazz up the picnic.
I love it. The caddies are so nice. And then we actually have wine racks. And plant stand. He
That's
does the
right.
plant stand also.
We're always trying to find a way to use small cut-off materials, so we created the plant stand.
Right? What a
really...
way to keep your waist down.
Exactly. And then over here, in the back corner where we were sitting, Tess, is our director's chair, sometimes referred to as lifeguard chairs, and sometimes referred to as pub chairs. What they let someone do is they let you look over your deck railing instead of at your deck railing.
Good point.
So that's actually our #1 seller.
Beautiful.
That's it right there. It's a big seller.
And then this love seat, what is this?
Yeah, so this is the Adirondack love seat, which is identical to the Adirondack chair, just twice as wide, so 2 people can sit in it.
Awesome.
And people, you can see the coffee table in front of it. People will take the love seat, a couple of chairs, the coffee table, and the end tables, and they'll literally make a living room on their back porch.
Nice. John, I want to thank you for having me today. If you'll just finish us out here with a little bit of history on this sign.
Yeah, I just wanted to describe to customers what we do. It truly is handcrafted. You just saw that. It is local. It's made here. The money stays here with our charities. And the last word, real. Let's face it, Tess, our grandparents would not recognize some of the materials that are used in furniture making today.
Amen.
And so all we use is Western red cedar and stainless steel screws. And that's it. It's real. It'll last forever. Everything is guaranteed for life, my lifetime. And that's the real part.
I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, John, for what you do and all the charities that you support. And I'm going to try and help get some funding to these charities by getting
awesome.
some advertising out there.
It.
And thank you so much. And thanks from the Clay County Historical and Arts Council. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks for having me, Tess.
Thanks for joining us.